Hello, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. We're doing the typical Black Letter Detective upload schedule of multiple in a day now. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, steady on though. I went here to get a newspaper, and oh, yeah, it's a Cordona Chronicle. Okay, yeah, so this, okay, I know why that's marked there. This episode, we are going to, round out the DLC quests with Saints and Sinners and Beyond a Joke. And if we can, we're going to do the first of 3, vanilla Minecraft, quests. After today, the only DLC content we'll have left is Minecraft's Pride, which activates after you've done the vanilla Minecraft quests. So we're starting with Beyond a Joke here, with house robberies in Grand Saray, supposedly tied to magic. Yeah, during magic shows. Crimes. Property crimes. Saray. Took her victims. Dispatch unit to investigate burglars at the addresses below. And we look closely at this amazing Alonzo guy. He must have been involved. Chief Constable Donovan. Okay. Go to Cap's house on Baskerville Street. Okay, let's go to Lady Grover's house on Gallifrey Street between Belvedere and Bonanza. Okay, so it's probably like somewhere in here. Promenade Square. We should have pretty much like 70 to 80% of the game's content done before we start the Muse from Abroad, which is the next main quest. Cat Family Residence. Is it this place? Right here? Lady Gruber's house on Gallifrey Street between Belvedere Street and Bonanza Road. It looks like it'd be this house right here. Clearly it is not, unless...
Can I ask you a question?
I'm so sorry. I can't help you, sir.
Oh, alright then. Oh, okay, amazing Alonzo. Alright, so this has to be at the Grover residence. Or is it Gruber? I have no idea. The Grubers with one U. here to do an investigation.
Do you think you are barging in here like this? Another hack writer from the Chronicle, here to mock my misfortune. I will not tolerate your lampooning.
I have no intention of mocking you, and I am no hack writer. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Holmes? The name sounds familiar. Are you perhaps related to that brilliant young man, Mycroft Holmes? My late husband, Sir Ralph, spoke very highly of him.
Yes, indeed, he is my brother. I am sorry for your loss, Lady Gruber.
Loss isn't the word for it. It's an outrage. It was a black pearl necklace, not some mere bauble.
Actually, I meant your, never mind. What happened exactly?
What happened? I was robbed, for heaven's sake. While my guests and I were enjoying the amazing Alonzo show, a thief broke in through the window and stole my necklace.
Do you suspect anyone? One of your guests, perhaps?
Good heavens, no. My soirees are strictly for Cordona's creme de la creme, very far removed from the debaucheries of that libertine Lady Curve. Do I suspect Lady Vaughan, the governor's own cousin, or the Right Honourable Lord Crane, or Lieutenant Colonel Wolfe from Dorset? Preposterous!
It was a magic show, yes?
Oh, yes. Alonzo turned cards into butterflies. An impressive spectacle. Everyone loved it. Lieutenant Colonel Wolfe became so excited he had a coughing fit. I had to send him to the guest room to catch his breath.
I'd like to take a look at the crime scene.
Please go ahead, Mr. Holmes. I haven't touched anything whilst waiting for the police. Those laggards do take their time, don't they?
Yes, quite. Stole from the library.
Don't distract me. This part's tricky. Ah, this Alonzo enjoys changing faces as much as you do.
Oh,
A hint of gravitas for my wardrobe.
I got a hand up on your stash. It's the exact same statue of David and Goliath I have now. There's the butterflies. Kind of weird that they're still around.
These cards are carefully arranged. The thief is trying to tell us something.
Eight of hearts, seven of spades, eight of hearts, ace of hearts, or ace of spades.
All the other jewellery is untouched, but why?
Is that the... That looks like a model
How did
from
it get
Crimes
here?
and Punishments. Yeah, is that Cthulhu on the back of these fucking cards?
This butterfly must have seen something. Come on, little chum. Spill it.
This bedroom looks more like a treasury.
Or a dragon's lair. Even asleep, she's guarding her precious hoard. This room suits me, doesn't it?
The glass and the locking bars are intact. The windowsill is perfectly clean.
Ace 8, 7, 8. Ace 8, 7, 8? Is that a code or something?
The glass and the locking bars are intact. The windowsill is perfectly clean.
We're probably gonna have to go outside. Alex? Oh, I should be using my thing. Okay.
Outrageous! Outrageous!
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Is there any way to get into that yard?
Hey.
There doesn't appear to be, no. How peculiar. So that means there's something in the house that I'm missing.
Hello. The audience don't notice the secret compartment hidden behind all the cards. The audience don't notice the secret compartment hidden behind all the cards. Signed by someone from the audience, I think. The audience don't notice the secret compartment hidden behind all the cards.
Oh.
Pushing this button swaps the upper and lower compartments and releases the butterflies.
I see. God damn. It's more believable. Somebody definitely came from the outside.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
You're not? Okay.
The Lieutenant Colonel picked the lock to the bedroom and opened the window to make it look as though someone broke in.
Okay then.
The thief didn't break in through the window, as he would have you believe, Lady Gruber. He picked the lock of the door from the guest room. It seems as though Lieutenant Colonel Wolfe has sticky fingers.
But why would someone of his station commit such a crime? He's a reputable man, a commander of the Dorset Regiment's 3rd Battalion.
Did he introduce himself to you as such?
Why, yes. He was such a debonair gentleman, a brilliant raconteur.
And an impostor to boot. A thief in Wolfe's clothing, so to speak.
But, Mr. Holmes, that is a serious accusation.
The Dorset Regiment has only 2 battalions, Lady Gruber.
What are you saying? I need to sit down.
Well, you know, I may catch the thief yet. Until then, I bid you farewell.
Okay. Baskerville Street, north from the crossing with Silent Way. So just about right here. First Penny's Homes on the intersection of Soul Row and Joy Avenue. Alright. This guy's a bit of a tricky boy, huh? And Sherlock is apparently smarter than me. Biometric fuck ton. All evidence was collected there.
Lovely to see you.
So there's this building.
How do you do?
Okay, it's this building. Yeah.
Magic is all the rage these days.
My apologies, but I am not in the mood for visitors. Not after the debacle that was my last auction. Stolen from by my own valet. Bitten by the viper I nursed in my bosom. Oh, the indignity.
Oh, drama indeed. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I could help you get to the bottom of this.
Sir Finley Lane, philanthropist, industrialist, art collector. It is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Holmes. I suppose I could use your help, if only to confirm my suspicions about Vincent.
Could you tell me more about Vincent?
A scoundrel with one leg and two faces. He's been my valet for a dozen years. Who would have thought that he would stoop so low as to steal from me?
Vincent has only one leg.
He lost his right leg in the Crimean War, but despite his age and his peg leg, he's actually quite spry on his on his foot. I took him in, gave him a job, and this is how he repays me.
What happened at the auction?
I intended to sell the gem of my collection, Cordona cypresses, to fund an orphanage. God knows we need to take some of these poor waifs off the streets. To entertain my guests before the bidding, I arranged a magic show. When it was over, I went upstairs to the gallery, and it was gone. The cypresses were gone.
Did your guests enjoy the show?
Oh, yes. The amazing Alonso is well worth the money. The orange trick was nothing short of amazing. Everyone was completely enthralled.
So you suspect your valet of stealing the painting?
There's no one else to suspect. He's the only person other than myself who was upstairs that day. He had asked for a day off only the night before, so I was a little surprised when he came here just before the auction.
Did he tell you why?
Something about a damaged wallpaper roll. I'm refurbishing some rooms, you see, but that's his job. I don't bother myself too much with the details.
I'd like to take a look upstairs where the burglary took place.
Well, you look like a decent man, Mr. Holmes. Here's the key to my gallery. It's the only copy, so please don't lose it.
You're a really trustworthy person, huh?
Pretty big for an orphanage. An ambitious project. These must be the names of the contributors.
These are real sweet-smelling oranges, not props.
This one's a prop.
Secret compartments are hidden amongst the fake foliage. Nothing but a clever illusion. There are traces of concealer on the rim.
Hey, I got some glasses.
Pushing this button makes the oranges grow within seconds.
Okay. Check out those windsword glasses.
Oh, someone spilled the paint. Mind your step, Sherry.
The paint splatters on the plank and floor don't match up.
Fella's only got one leg. Can't blame him.
Right, footprint, size 9.
If it were up to me, this renovation would have been much nicer.
Is it? No, okay, because that's the Mind Palace thing. I guess that just means clue.
The next lot is Sherlock's Unmentionables. Do I hear £500? 400?
Didn't even notice this room existed.
Remember playing sardines as a kid, squeezed into tight spots? This feels the same.
The frame is intact. He took only the canvas. The end's in Miner's End. The end of what?
Of some miners, apparently.
Cordona cypresses. Angelo Cicchetti, 1840. It doesn't matter who squeezes the oranges. What matters is who gets the juice.
The ends and miners This feels like fucking. It's just like something Arsene Lupin would have me up to. Remember those old days? Exactly the kind of shit he would have me doing.
The thief entered the house disguised as Vincent, removed his fake peg leg, and walked across the plank to the gallery where he stole the painting.
Alright. Yeah, this honestly feels like fucking, this feels like something Arsene Lupin would have me up to in the fucking Nemesis game.
Your valet is innocent, Sir Finlay. In fact, he wasn't even here on the day of the auction.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
The man you saw was disguised as Vincent, with both his legs present and extremely capable. As you were engrossed in the show, he walked across a plank to the gallery right above your heads. An acrobatic feat of no mean proportions.
My good old Vincent. In truth, I didn't doubt him for a second. Do you know who the brazen thief is?
Not yet, Sir Finlay, but rest assured I will find him.
I would be much obliged if you'd recover my painting, too. Just think of all the urchins who would get a chance at honest work.
Work?
Wait a moment, I thought you were planning to fund an orphanage, not a workhouse.
Bah! Workhouse. What an outdated notion. The orphans will be fed, clothed, and educated. Yes, they will also learn an honest trade. What's the harm in that? Surely it's better than picking pockets and begging on the streets.
With all due respect, Sir Finlay, this is exploitation of child labour, no matter how you look at it.
You're entitled to your opinion, sir, but the fact remains the painting belongs to me, and what I do with it is nobody's business but my own. Thank you, and good day.
The thief appears to have altruistic motivations as well, similarly to Arsene Lupin. Arsene Lupin.
Magic is all the rage these days.
Yeah, I think I remember reading that earlier. Who's the cat residence?
Well, aren't you a dashing young man? May I ask your name?
Sherlock
You're not
Holmes at your
supposed to, lady.
service.
I'm Lady Calf. But please, call me Miriam. How have I never seen you at any of my parties? Oh, you've missed out on so much fun. The latest one was a blast. First, a magic show. And then, to everyone's surprise, an audacious burglary.
I beg your pardon, Lady Calf, but why are you so excited? Wasn't it your house that was burgled?
Let me ask you, have you ever witnessed a crime at a party? Of course not, but my guests have. Oh, it was a night to
marketing.
remember.
It's marketing,
Everyone's
I
gone
think.
home, but at least I have these fine gentlemen here to keep me company.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah. Is there an investigation happening?
This looks quite lax for a police investigation.
I'm sure the officers are eager to sink their teeth into the case, but I thought a small aperitif wouldn't hurt. Nothing like a little champagne to get the brain working,
Oh,
I
of course,
say.
I know. I use morphine personally.
Could you be more specific?
100%.
What exactly happened?
Well, there were drinks and hors d'oeuvres, followed by more drinks, of course. And then we gathered to watch the amazing Alonso saw himself in half. Oh, it was breathtaking. Some guests had to be revived with smelling salts. Then I invited everyone upstairs to see Abel's collection of curios. And there, someone had stolen Abel's treasure.
Treasure.
You mentioned a treasure.
Frankly, I have no idea what it is. Some kind of shell the size of a dinner plate. Didn't look that valuable to me. Abel brought it back from America, a place called Massachusetts or something.
You mean Massachusetts?
Yes, Massachusetts, that's what I said. He's been strangely obsessed with it ever since. Locked it inside a chest like some treasure. Poor Abel, he's going to be so upset when he returns.
Who the fuck is Abel?
Who is Abel? Your husband, I take it?
Yes. My Abel is a famous, what do you call it, astrologist. He travels the world, digging up saucy sculptures, old chamber pots, that kind of thing. You boys and your silly hobbies.
Alright, let me in that fucking privacy.
I'd like to take a look upstairs where the burglary took place.
Certainly, be my guest. Such panache. You have to see it to believe it.
No problem. The investigation's well underway.
I'm sure it is. See you out here investigating diligently. Dude, Sherlock's got a hell of a windbreaker. I love this game. I love this game for all its faults.
Shards of a broken
And all
bottle.
of its
That must have been one
wonders.
wild party.
Sir, only just wash the upstairs floor. Just stay down here until it dries. Sir, only just wash the upstairs floor. Just stay down here until it dries.
Gosh, I feel sorry for the housemaid. Sherry, we are spending too much time hunting criminals and too little time carousing. These people certainly know how to have fun.
Lady Calf certainly spares no expense.
Spared no expense. They say Great Surrey is the district that never sleeps and they don't lie, especially when it comes to the Calf residence. Lady Miriam Calf, like the acclaimed archaeologist Sir Abel Calf, hosted 10 parties in this month alone, and she doesn't plan on stopping. With his pass away on an expedition to Mesoamerica, Lady Calf has also gained another lavish gala, this time featuring Cordona's best and tenderly amazing Alonso.
Short brown hair without a root. This ribbon bears faint traces of soot.
Well, there ain't any rabbits in this hat.
Say he sawed himself in half.
This deceptively simple box is actually an elaborate apparatus. Alonso must be a short, lean person to be able to fit inside. An industrial-looking saw, I imagine it's fairly loud. The saw was working for several minutes to build up tension in the audience.
cool. Oh, okay, that's just Cthulhu. Okay, alright, it's actually just, okay, alright, cool. Central Africa. Are there any other of these Easter eggs and shit? Probably. Athens.
I can tell this one is old.
I love that the Cthulhu mythos is canon to this fucking series. It's so cool. As a lover of... Is this fucking...
I'm not half bad, am I? You have to admire the Gaul.
I do admire the Gaul. I fucking love this Alonzo guy.
It looks like a leaf from a fruit tree. Botany is not exactly my forte, but it could be a pomegranate, possibly?
Oh hey, it's Sop.
This doesn't make sense. Why haul this machine up here if one could just steal the chest?
He wanted to show that he could steal specifically what was inside. I fucking love this Alonzo person. No, that doesn't make sense. I suppose it could, actually. No, that'd be quite funny.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Okay.
To saw the chest and mask the sound, the thief used the same equipment as in the magic trick, and at exactly the same time.
The leaf must have come from outside.
That's it, a pomegranate.
Don't look at me. I'm not in charge of the investigation.
Help me, please.
Don't take it personally, sir. But I know nothing about this.
Oh,
This ladder's pretty long.
Long enough to reach the first floor. These gardening clothes look dirty, but those aren't grass stains. It's paint. These are fake. Large boot, size 9. The rubber is very thin, too thin for actual gardening work.
Okay, let's go talk about this with the lady.
May I ask you something?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
I can tell you how the crime occurred, ma'am, but first, if you'll indulge me, you don't have a full-time gardener, do you?
No, I don't. Why, do you think the lawn needs mowing?
Your lawn is perfectly fine. I just wanted to confirm my theory. The thief was disguised as a gardener in order to blend in with the servants. He used a ladder to climb up to the first floor and later escape.
But the sawing? Surely we would have been alerted by the sound.
Ah, this is where it gets interesting. You see, the thief timed it precisely to match Alonso's performance. Evidently, he knew the trick inside out.
Golly gosh, that makes it even more extraordinary.
That's what I was
Mr.
thinking.
Holmes, you are a delight. You absolutely must come to my next shindig.
I can't think of anything I'd rather do less, but this investigation is far from over. Farewell.
Okay, so now what do I got here? Ace 8, 7, 8, the ends and minors end. Written on a mirror. Gardener's disguise.
Look who's here.
Ace 8, 7, 8. Okay. I'm gonna cut here so I have time to figure this out because this episode's running a little long. Okay, so I just realized that the Trail of Clues has a little a book there, which means we're supposed to go to the city hall. Fucking probably. We'll start there because I mean it's a property, so that just makes the most sense to me is that we go to a property. Also, I remembered that I didn't have the light on this entire time. You're gonna have to deal with it. Sorry. You've come this far. Oh God. Come on, mule. Okay, we're off to a shaky start. Ooh. So we're looking probably for a gardener's thing in the 1878. And Miners End. 1800s. I suppose. Yeah, makes no sense. Okay. Copper Street between the Straw Road and Furrier's End. Went into bankruptcy the same year that it opened. Which was 2 years ago, I believe. Copper Street between Lestrade and Furrier. Okay. Copper Street between Lestrade and Furrier. Those are meant to be people.
May I ask for your assistance?
Mr. Moneybags, can I give you a piece of advice? You don't want to bother me.
Could you help me?
Do you know? I'd rather bite a snake than talk to you.
Okay. Makes like perfect sense to me that it would be like right here. But it's not. Oh. Oh, it's the straw, isn't it? Yeah, we're on the straw now. This is so weird. Unless it's... No, this is weird. Why is it not showing up yet? Okay, okay, give me a second. Okay, I just realized it's literally on the map, right there. Which means, presumably, I can just fucking walk inside already. Oh, okay, here we go. It's Mr. Alonso.
Must be the amazing Alonso.
Sir, if you want to book a show, unfortunately that
it's
is
a
not
woman.
possible. All of my props have been confiscated until further notice. And if you're here to ask me about those burglaries, I have nothing to add to what I've already told the police. It wasn't me.
Fake mustache. Smooth neck. Bulging shirt. Feminine hands. I mean, let's hear what's up with her. I guess, because like the way that's phrased specifically.
I'm investigating the burglaries in Grand Sarre. The clues led me to this atelier, but I did not expect to see you here. Someone has clearly been playing tricks on you. Cruel tricks.
It's good to know that you're on my side. I'm here seeking answers the same as you. The person behind this knows my tricks well. So well that it's uncanny. The thing is, I used to practice here back when the atelier was in business. Some of my props are still in the basement. And the answers are too, I think.
What are you waiting for then?
Look around you. This neighborhood is a criminal's paradise. The building is overrun by bandits. What should I tell them? Don't mind me, fellas, I'll be in and out.
Let me compliment you on your disguise, especially the mustache.
Thank you kindly. I wouldn't call it a disguise, though. Alonso is my stage persona. But the moustache is indeed fake, guilty as charged. Mine is a slow grower.
Miss, please, I can see that you're a woman.
Very well, I am a woman. So what? I've learned all my own tricks. I want to be taken seriously, rather than as someone's jumped-up assistant. Do you really think that if I didn't put on this act, I'd bask in the glory of being the world's first female magician?
Actually, that sounds quite plausible.
Huh, that's easy for you to say. Sometimes, if we want to be true to ourselves, we have to pretend to be someone else. My friend told me this once, and I think that he's right.
It strikes me as rather dubious reasoning. Who is this friend of yours?
A close friend, who recently arrived from France. Let's leave it at that. You may have exposed me, but I simply don't see how my personal life is relevant.
Fine.
From
I'll go inside and
France.
see if I can find something. Don't go anywhere.
Personal friend from France. Was that producing? Very curious. Alrighty. Combat in
Take a
this game
rest,
just gets
my
more
friend.
and more fun the more I do it.
No more crime for you until next month.
Take this! I'm coming.
Take a rest.
I'm coming for you.
That's bad, that's bad, that's bad.
You can overcome the brute now.
I'm coming.
Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Okay, I really didn't want to risk killing you. Oh my god. Ooh. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. I mean, bad.
It's all yours now. Go for it.
Oh.
No more crime for you.
Time to knock. Give him the pepper snuff.
Don't cry, you'll live.
I'm coming.
No more crime for you until next month. Take a rest.
The snuff's ready.
Ooh. This guy. fucking bamboozled me.
Can over.
Don't cry, you'll live.
Oh. Got dangerously close to having to kill one of them. Yeah, just go right back outside. I guess I've got to tell her.
The answers are inside, I'm certain of it.
Okay, I guess I'm going back inside.
So little light for these little fellas.
These must be the diagrams of all the magic tricks in the amazing Alonso's arsenal. Timed to perfection. The same oranges as we saw at Lane's house. The saw was tested on different materials, most meticulous.
You're getting warmer, Mr. Holmes.
Indeed I am.
Warmer still. Join me at the fireplace.
This is totally fucking Lupin. Dear Sherlock Holmes. I'm a fucking genius! I'm a fucking genius! Dear Sherlock Holmes, I trust it is you who are reading this. Clearly no one else would have the wit to follow the clues. It's incompetent most everywhere, but here they are suddenly pathetic. So imagine my surprise when I learned of you, a diamond and a dung heap. Finally, a worthy opponent. You see, stealing is a kind of magic. Every musician relies on his repertoire of tricks to deceive his audience. Alonso is a good musician, but she is not the best. I am. Her real name is Melinda, by the way. Like everything else on this island, our amourette began to bore me. So I decided to play one last joke before I left, and if you're reading this, the effort was not entirely wasted. I must admit I have a soft spot for orphans, so I leave you the painting. May it go to a good cause. Au revoir, Monsieur Holmes. I hope our paths cross again. I've seen Lupin. Oh, I'm actually a fucking genius.
Warmer still. Join me at the fireplace.
I'm a fucking genius.
Cordona cypresses and a bonus wallpaper roll. Dr. Claw has escaped, Inspector.
Dr. Claw has escaped. Oh my, I feel so good about that. Because I was literally, you guys fucking saw it happen. Like, I was thinking about it on the way. I was like, this is like something Arsene Lupin would do. Oh my god. I'm so happy with myself. I'm so happy with myself. That's great, you guys. That's great. I feel vindicated for having played Nemesis.
So, what did you find?
You won't like what I have to say, but you deserve to know. Your French friend, Arsène Lupin, used this place as a hideout.
No, that can't be true. He's staying at Il Palazzo del Luce. He's there at this minute. But how do you know his name?
It is my business to know things, miss. He is the thief. This was all some twisted joke to him.
No, this is just... This can't. He was the only one who understood me. He said that he loved me.
I don't believe that you'll ever see him again. He has slipped away from the island.
Good riddance to him, then. All men are the same, aren't they? They come and go, leaving nothing behind but lice.
Well, he also left the stolen painting. Although I generally do not condone misappropriation, I think you should have this painting. Go to Europe, resell it, learn new tricks. Just don't make a show of it. It's still stolen property.
I will think about it. I never asked your name.
It's Holmes. Sherlock Holmes.
I am Melinda Teller. Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Miss Teller. Good luck.
Beyond a joke. Completed. Okay, so next episode then. This one surprisingly took an hour. That was fucking amazing. I'd say so far, that was probably my favorite DLC in this game. It made, I mean, maybe that's just how happy I was when I was learning along the way that it was R.C. Lupin, and like as we got closer and closer to the end, I was like, I really fucking hope it's Lupin. That was just a cool experience for me, and I hope you guys had a similar joy while watching the episode. But as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.